Welcome to Irish I Was Laughing. I'm your host, Dan Dean, stand-up comedian, podcaster, popcorn eater, trendsetter, vegetable chopper, woodworker. In the studio with me is my co-host, Wendi Ferguson, stand-up comedian, podcaster, cab rider, forehead recorder, hand washer, limbo champion. We're just a guy with a beard and his leprechaun, and this is midget television all day, every day. What is going on, Wendi?
Chilling, man. I've done a lot today, actually.
I heard you posted all about it. Tell me about your day, your fantastic day.
Well, I took the cab, went and got something to eat, got some coffee. Oh, nice cup there, Dan.
Oh, it took you an episode and a half to figure out my cup, did it?
Yeah, I just saw that. I just seen that, but I got some iced coffee, so that made me happy. I'm trying to quit
No,
coffee.
Don't do it.
It's like, ugh.
What is the negative? But what's the negative of drinking that coffee?
It really messes with my stomach, like big time. Like it, because I have acid reflux and.
Maybe just take a Tums.
Pardon?
Maybe just take a Tums.
Yeah, I guess, but it used to be enjoyable. I mean, it still is, but then the stomach cramps hit and it's just
You sound like Mitch Hedberg. I used to like coffee. I still do, but I used to too.
But I champion through. I keep drinking it. I buy two at a time, and everybody looks at me, and the cab drivers look at me like, "You got two of them?" And I'm like, "One's for tomorrow," and they're like, "Oh, that's a great idea."
So, like, look at me. Does it look like I can go out every goddamn day?
Right. But I came home, man. I had fun. I put my headphones on, jammed to Outcast.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real.
I didn't jam to that one, actually.
What the fuck?
No, that's not one of my favorites. I mean, I like it, but it's not one of my favorites. What else did I do? I junk journaled.
What are you talking about, junk journal?
Yeah, you want me to show you?
You just fucking pull a piece of paper out of the trash and start writing on it? Is that what we're doing
here? Dude, it's really cool. It's like, can you see it?
So you just glue a bunch of shit to a page? What's happening here? I don't know.
Yeah, it's memories. Like you can do. Like here's a cool one.
Seems like a scrapbook to me.
It is.
So what? This is just the cool name for it now? Junk journal?
People call it scrapbooking, junk journaling.
For old people?
What's that?
Because scrapbooking's for old people? You're trying to be hip about it?
It's better than playing fucking bingo.
Well, I mean, that's another one of your hobbies, isn't it?
No, it's not. Listen, I went a couple times, and they pissed me off because they let everybody plays until everybody wins.
Which is ridiculous.
That's the stupidest thing I ever heard. Like these 70 and 80-year-olds are going to throw temper tantrums if they don't win at bingo.
I feel like when I'm imagining this, I picture like a bailiff standing at the door with his fucking arms crossed. It's some old person trying to leave because they got to take their medicine or something, and this fucking guy just pulls out a gun and puts it to their head like, "I don't fucking think so, Ethel. Get back in your goddamn seat until you win."
Right. I said, so the first time I went, I'm like, how long does this thing last? And they told me, and I said, oh, you've got to be kidding me. I don't think I can hang that long. Like, this is ridiculous. Everybody wins. And they're like, yeah, that's how we do it. Everybody gets a prize and everybody wins. And I'm like, ugh. I was pissed.
And these old folks didn't grow up in the time when everybody gets a trophy. They're used to,
right?
They're used to disappointment.
Everybody wins.
Everybody doesn't have to have a goddamn trophy.
Like, that's not reality. Everybody doesn't win. That's
ask the Bengals. They don't ever fucking win.
Oh, don't even get me started.
Jesus Christ. game.
Ugh,
What the hell is going on here?
I
And
don't know.
a lot of Bengals fans blaming the refs. It's not the refs' fault. It's just not the goddamn refs' fault. The Bengals lost. Like the Chiefs didn't beat the Bengals, but the Bengals lost that game.
Right.
Just dummy mistakes.
It's heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's
It
terrible.
is. It is. It's very heartbreaking. Like I wanted to start betting so I would have another hobby.
Yeah, yeah. You fucking text me this week. Like, what's a good strategy for betting on football? I'm like, fucking don't. What are you talking about? Strategy for betting on football. That's a terrible idea.
It is because, and I'm not knowledgeable about everything.
Well, that's the thing. If you're gambling and you're hardcore into football, then you probably have a better than average chance of winning. But if you're just a casual fan,
Yeah, I'm gonna get annihilated.
yeah, you might as well just fucking close your eyes and point at the fucking screen like that. That's who I'm betting for.
Right, right.
Because I mean, you need to know who has been trending as far as what, and who's got injuries, what teams are starting which players, and you need to know that for every goddamn team, pretty much.
Right.
If you're
Yeah.
just a regular, like if you're just going to bet on the Bengals because you like the Bengals, well, actually, you would have won this week unless you bet money line, which
Mhm.
again, that's a whole different thing. You've got the spread, you've got the money line, you've got your parlays, you've got all kinds of different shit.
Right.
It's not worth. I put in $25 last year, or right when online gambling became legal in Ohio,
Hmm.
and I would bet $5 here, $10 there on some stupid shit, and I got up to, I had like $100 at one point, and then you just lose it again, start gambling, you start getting cocky about it, like, yeah, I'm starting to win some money. Let's throw some down on this fight or on this game or whatever. Lo and behold, all of a sudden your goddamn money's all gone.
Right.
Which is fine. It was just a trend for me. It was just like, all right, I'll do this for a little while. Then I lost interest. Fuck it. Although I put $25. I went on the DraftKings horse website and I put $25 on Majestic Dam to win
Mhm.
the Kentucky Derby, and I won pretty good on that. That was a goddamn sign.
Yeah.
How am I not going to fucking bet on Dan to win? But then, of course, I went and I didn't put all of it, but I put some of it back on him to win the Preakness, and the motherfucker lost. Stupid fucking.
Yeah, I'm not good at that stuff. But I was just thinking, well, what else is something that I can do to occupy? And I'm thinking, well, let's not. I don't think gambling's it because for one, I'm poor, poorer than poor. For two, I'm really not into gambling. Like I don't like going to casinos. I don't like buying scratch offs. I don't play the lottery. I just don't do all that stuff. I think it's just stupid. It goes right along with going to strip clubs.
Sort of, except the only thing you're going to win at a strip club is herpes.
Exactly. And I don't want sweaty men all up in their junk, all in my face, and
Yeah,
I don't want to put money in their pants. I'm good.
I also do not want sweaty men in the junk. But that's a thing.
But
I try every once in a while. I'll buy some scratch offs, or if the lottery's high, I'm like, you can't win if you don't play.
Sure.
You also don't win if you fucking do play. This is goddamn dumb.
It's better to just keep your money.
Agreed.
Keep your money and do what you want to do with it. Don't just throw it out the window.
Here's what I kind of like: giving or receiving scratch off tickets for like Christmas or something in your stocking, or just giving them people a scratch off. That's kind of fun.
That's a different thing. Yeah,
you didn't spend any money on it, but you still get a little bit of a thrill, and mostly the disappointment of losing. Goddamn Santa Claus, son of a bitch.
Bastard.
If you're gonna give me tickets, how about at least getting your elves to give me some good ones? What the fuck?
Right? Yeah.
Ridiculous. So last week after we got done recording, I go upstairs and I'm sitting there in my chair and I've got something, I forget what I was watching. I think it was Braveheart or some shit. But they've got these ads that come on. I wasn't really watching. I was kind of fucking around on my phone. And all of a sudden, I heard the music playing that I used to use on the podcast. And so I fucking perked up. And I'm like, what in the fuck is going on? Are they playing I Wish I Was Laughing on Netflix here? What is happening?
Right?
It was a commercial for Ireland.com. There was
Oh.
like a tourism commercial, and they were using that same goddamn music. And
That's cool.
it was kind of cool that they have decent taste in music as well, but I was a little disappointed that we didn't get syndicated. I don't know.
Maybe it'll happen one day. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's
All right.
possible.
Speaking of things that are going to happen, we obviously have a new format of the podcast. We've got a video format here. So I've uploaded some videos. And we have a new segment. We're going to play a Wendi Ferguson clip of the week.
Oh, dear Lord. Are you serious?
Yeah, so I've got some old videos of Wendi on the phone, and here we go. We're gonna play one now.
See how mean he is to me?
Oh shit! Wendi Ferguson hopping on the sitting spin.
I'm not hopping on nothing. I can barely move with my fat ass.
Let's do this thing.
Get on it.
Oh,
There you go.
Spin. You better spin faster than that.
Why can't I go fast?
I think your tits are
You
hanging
used to have
over.
that joke that you were a sitting spin champion. I don't remember how the joke went,
I can't
Gotta
even.
get that
I'm terrible at
hand
it.
motion down.
but here we were at a show in West Virginia.
Oh,
I
we're
think it was
getting
at the Hideout. They happened to have a sitting spin backstage.
That's it. Cross those legs on that stick. Cross those legs all on that stick.
Look, I'm struggling so hard.
Well, it's because your titties are flopping on that thing and they're causing friction.
Look, my ass is hanging off the end like I'm too big for it.
Well,
Are misrepresenting yourself at your level of expertise at the sit and
She's
spin.
spinning. She's sitting and she's spinning. I think she's doing a good job.
Bitches.
the Joe Gant in the background.
I got
Right?
one.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I just want to see how long you'll do it.
Look at that for Wendi everybody.
hanging off the damn. I could really fit on this. I didn't have boobs.
Yeah.
My
You like, where's your boobs on top?
My boobs were hanging on my leg.
Oh boy.
Oh Lord.
Wendi Ferguson sit and spin champion. It looked to me like you're out of sit and spin shape.
Yeah, I'm definitely there's probably no way I could even move it now. I'm heavier now than I was then. Ugh,
You
that
gotta
was hard to watch.
you gotta start walking to the coffee shop. So speaking, why are you taking cabs to the coffee shop? You used to drive your scooter.
I don't go to the coffee shop. I go to McDonald's, and it's a lot farther away.
Further. All right.
Yeah, further. And plus the coffee shop closes at 2 now, and the sidewalk that I used to take is messed up, and I don't like going on the main road because I'm afraid I'll get squashed like a bug.
Yeah, you probably.
So I
should.
take a cab though. Plus, I've never had the coffee at the coffee shop. I drank chai lattes, iced chai lattes at the coffee shop. Never had their coffee.
So you're just a specific McDonald's coffee girl now.
Yes, it's delicious.
It's probably a little cheaper too, if we're being honest.
Oh, it's because I got the McDonald's app, so I pay $1.49.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's way
And
cheaper.
you get points and shit. I have the McDonald's app as well.
I do
Hey.
too. It's awesome.
Why did our layout switch back here?
I don't know. God, it makes my head look huge.
Your head is huge.
I know. Shut up. This forehead.
But I feel like mine still takes up more of the screen than yours. So
It feels like mine's huge.
now you've got a huge head. I got to thinking this week. What's the best place anyone has ever taken you?
Ooh, that's a hard one because I've been all over the United States. I'd have to say when I went and stayed a week in New Orleans.
With Cindy?
Yeah.
Cindy took you to the best place you ever took. Well, that was a test, and you fucking failed. What the fuck? I took you on a goddamn cruise to the Bahamas, and you fucking want to sit here and talk about New
And I
Orleans?
was terrified on that fucking boat, Dan. You know I was.
Fine. You've never been out of the country before. I take you to a goddamn tropical island, doing all kinds of
Yes, you
shit
did.
you've never done before. You were bouncing on the fucking.
That was fun. That was fun. What
Yeah.
was that thing called?
Yeah, I can't remember.
What was
Some
like
kind of-
bungee?
Yeah, some kind of bungee jump.
Oh, it was great.
thing.
But remember the whole time I was praying like, please let me be too heavy. Please let me be too light.
Oh,
If you didn't weigh enough, you couldn't do it.
yeah, don't worry. That'll probably pop up on Wendi Clip of the Week here pretty soon.
Oh, I was so scared. I was
We
terrified.
definitely have video of that.
And remember how windy it was?
Well, when you were on there, it was 100% windy.
And you were carrying me up there. I was like, we're going to get blown off this ship. I swear we're going to get blown off.
Yeah, and then the week after we were there, the thing broke on the guy and he fucking smashed his hip up.
Yes. Didn't you send me the video? Because wasn't it kind of gruesome?
Well, it probably was, but I don't know that there was a video of it. If there
I
was,
thought you sent me a video. I
Oh.
think you did.
well, I don't know. Maybe we'll have to look that up or something. I
Yeah.
don't understand it.
But that was I'm sorry, but yes, that was fun because I actually made myself overcome a fear. But what I don't like about cruises is you're not even there 5 minutes and they talk about if we sink or if something happens, and I'm looking at you like my eyes are like this big and I'm freaking out. And then we get to our room and you can feel and I kept saying, can you guys feel that? Do you feel that? Oh,
And yes, we could
It was-
feel it, but it didn't help anything that your ass stopped smoking the night before you got on the cruise.
yes, I did.
You didn't have anything to calm you down then. You're just freaking the fuck out and going through nicotine withdrawals.
Yeah, it was horrible. But the food, man, we just ate and ate and ate and ice cream every single day, like 2 or 3 times a day.
Oh yeah.
It was fun.
Oh,
I
yeah.
about broke my neck.
Well, that's just because your balance was off. Your
Oh, it-
equilibrium was off because of the waves, probably.
the- got my hair braided. You got my hair done. That
I
was
give
awesome.
mom credit for that one.
What's that?
I give mom credit for that one. 'Cause-
Yeah.
Oh man, that was the dumbest goddamn thing I've ever done. Before we got on the cruise, I went to the ATM, get money out, and I took out all the money I had in my bank account, which wasn't much at the time, but a few $100s. And I took my card and left the goddamn money in the machine. So I didn't have any fucking money the rest of the time. So mom ended up paying for your braids.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, kudos to her because that was so much fun. But they trick you.
Yeah, that fucking old bitch.
Yeah.
She
Because,
said it was a certain price, and she's like, "Oh no, it's that much per braid." I'm like, "You better start making those goddamn braids bigger, bitch." What are we talking about?
have to put the shit in layaway. You have to keep me as a hostage for
Yeah.
however long to pay off these braids. Like, good
I'm
Lord.
like, "All right, Wendy, you're going with 3 braids the rest of the trip."
Oh, but man, when I took them babies out, oh my goodness. I got pictures somewhere. I'll have
Yeah,
to find.
we're getting ready to go on a cruise here next month, and I keep trying to talk Miranda into going, but nah, she's a goddamn party pooper. She's like, that's not me.
She
I'm
should
not
do
that
it.
sort of. I know. I trying to get her to wear these big. We're watching that show. I guarantee you haven't seen it. It's called Bad Monkey.
Haven't.
It's on. It's on Apple. It's Vince Vaughn.
I love him.
He's a detective in the Florida Keys, and he's investigating this murder and insurance fraud and all kinds of shit. And he becomes a suspect. It's pretty badass. But this chick on there, the Dragon Queen, down in the Bahamas, she's got these big dangly puka shell earrings.
Yeah.
You're gonna wear some shells like that when we're on vacation? She's like, nope.
I gotta check it out. It's on Apple.
Yeah, it's called Bad Monkey. It's
Bad
about.
Monkey.
It's pretty good.
I'm gonna check it out because I love Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, that's. I'll make that a recommendation if you want to watch something. It's pretty good. I'm down with that.
Sweet.
Here's one that I'm not a fan of. I think is the most overrated TV show that's ever been on, The Sopranos.
Really?
Yeah, have you seen it?
When it was out, so it's been years ago. Me and my dad watched it, and we liked it. But I thought about rewatching it. But you don't like it?
I think maybe if you watched it when it was first on, it was probably pretty good.
Yes, it was.
But I don't think it holds up, first of all. Second of all, I don't think the acting is very good. I don't think it's great. And I can't. I watched the whole thing. Miranda and I sat down. We watched every episode, and it was good enough to keep me involved, to keep me coming back. But that was probably mostly me being stubborn.
Right.
Just, I'm going to finish this. I'm going to see what happens. But there wasn't a single character. Adriana was about the only character in the show that I liked. Now, I sort of like Syl. But
I like Tony.
I couldn't stand Tony. He's a piece of shit.
I love him.
He was just a piece of shit in every aspect of his life. And there was no character development. Like he never tried to improve himself. He never got better. He never changed at all.
No. What about the one dude? You didn't think his acting was good? The one, what's his name?
Actually, James Gandolfini, I thought his acting was pretty good. It was decent. But some of the acting in it was fucking terrible. Lorraine.
That's what I'm talking about. Wasn't his name Tony?
Yeah. His acting was okay. It was pretty good. But
yeah,
like his son AJ was fucking terrible.
Terrible.
Like he didn't have any kind of anything behind his acting, any kind of emotion, nothing.
What was the one guy's name? Michael?
Christopher, his nephew.
Was it his nephew?
I don't know. You're just saying.
Now I'm gonna have to rewatch the show because I can't remember. I can see his face, but I can't remember. I thought he was a good actor. I can't think of who it is right now. Damn it. Shit. The one that had the girlfriend that was,
I think you're talking about Christopher.
I think so. Yeah, I liked.
The girlfriend, the blonde Adriana.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a decent actor. He was all right.
I'm gonna have to rewatch this show now.
But then the Lorraine Bracco was his therapist the whole time, and she wins acting awards, and I think she even won an award for that show, maybe. But I thought her acting was terrible.
Yeah,
I thought she was awful in that show. I don't know.
The one that I'll tell you a good show that I liked, James Gandolfini's wife on the show Sopranos. She has a show where she's a nurse and she's addicted to drugs but she's a nurse. Oh man, that show was awesome. It's on
Edie
Netflix.
Falco is her name. Let's see what she was in here. Give me a second. I'll try to look it up. I thought her acting might have been okay in that show, but I couldn't stand her character.
No, I couldn't either.
Nurse Jackie?
Yes, I watched that whole series.
That's your rec, huh? Nurse Jackie.
Yeah, she's really good in that.
I hope my audio is okay in this episode. As I'm sitting here looking at the plug for my podcasting equipment, I realized I forgot to plug it in. So I'm just going with what we got, I guess.
We're hanging by our balls.
Yeah, it should be all right. I've recorded before without all this equipment, but
It'll be okay.
I'm sure it will. As long as you can hear me, I reckon everybody else can.
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
How about, since we're talking about shit that's garbage, have you seen these clips of Corey Feldman?
Oh yes, who keeps going and seeing that guy? It is painful.
Well, here, matter of fact, I found somebody that keeps going and seeing it. Actually, his dancing here isn't the worst. It's not the best. But he seems to be moving along here. But now, here we go. What a goddamn character.
I'm the comeback king. I ain't missing nothing. If you're going to swing, better make it sing.
Here comes the
Comeback king. You know what I mean. When I'm gone in the
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oh, Corey Feldman, the mermaid.
Oh, we're stopping. What the
Look at that
what
man.
was that I just watched?
He learned some shit from Michael Jackson about being an entertainer. That guy did.
Oh, he sounds horrible. Did you hear them backup singers?
Yeah, the backup singer's probably worse than he is. I don't know what's going on.
Goodness.
I should have found a clip where he's playing one of his riffs on the guitar.
Oh,
That's-
bless his heart.
That's
Is he
quality.
bad?
Oh, yeah. Like you can tell he knows basic chords and whatnot, but then he tries to go off and play solos or whatever. It sounds like he got him ducked dying over here.
Wow. And people are paying money to watch that.
But hey, listen, you know what? Maybe he is the comeback king because that man's out there doing what he loves to do. He's having a good time and he's getting paid for it. I think he's opening for Linkin Park or some shit.
Nuh-uh. Are you kidding?
I'm not 100% sure, but I fucking hold on. We'll fucking check this out too.
Oh, dude, he's gonna get booed.
No, I think he's already out there. Who's he touring with? Let's see. No, Limp Bizkit. Not Linkin Park. So that makes sense.
Oh, I don't know why it's making me laugh so hard. Oh my gosh. So if Limp Bizkit does it for the Nookie, what does Corey Feldman do it for?
Those sweet outfits is what he does.
Oh my gosh,
That fucking man
that's hilarious.
he's out there doing that shit. He's a goddamn
Bless
killer.
his heart.
You know what else I found this week?
What's that?
This is gonna sound a little crazy. I was looking at old stuff for the podcast, and I found an old episode. It was a Word document that I had written, and it was a script for an episode that I was going to record in case I ever died.
That's morbid.
Yeah, and to be honest, I think I'm going to go ahead and finish the script and record it. I think I wrote it like right before I deployed. that last time,
Yeah.
and I was just going to record it and set it to play, and then just keep pushing it back. But set it, schedule it for the future sometime, just in case
Right.
something happened. And I just got lazy and didn't fucking finish it or whatever.
Wow. I mean, it's cool, but it's morbid.
It was a fantastic episode. It was goddamn great, the shit that I wrote.
Right.
And I got to do it again, and now I kind of want to die so that I can fucking put this episode out
Oh,
there.
don't say that. It gives
Be
me
the best,
my stomach.
best fucking dead podcast host in the world.
No, no.
Hell yeah. That shit'll go viral. You'll be famous.
I probably had a meltdown when you told me you were going to be gone for a year. I was like, what? What am I going to do?
I remember you had to find a whole new midget handler.
Yeah, I did. I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. What am I going to do for a year? I was sad. I was pissed off too. I was like, he can't leave.
That was basically when I retired from full-time midget handling.
I left me.
I took a hiatus and then came back as only a part-time midget handler.
I know. I had several.
Yeah. Yeah, Gary filled in admirably.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Luke did a good job
Mm-hmm.
with you there.
Yep. He's been giving me a hard time on my TikToks.
What, you the Forehead Chronicles?
Yeah, I'm like, I know I'm no Luke Capasso, and he goes, "Oh, you're definitely no Luke Capasso."
Well, that's kind of the point.
I said,
He puts a lot of work.
my TikToks are like the Dollar Tree TikToks compared to Luke's. Like,
Yeah, but that's the point of the TikToks. He puts all this effort into his production and his cinematography and his special effects, and you're just fucking recording your forehead because your arms are too short.
I love it. It's fun. Today I recorded. Well, I'm not going. Today I recorded a regular one. I thought, well, until I come up with some other stuff, we'll do a regular one today. But I was having fun. Like, they're not the best and they're not the funniest, but I was having a good time. And I think that's what matters. So
Yeah, the more you keep doing it, the funnier it's going to be. You got to commit to the bit there.
I don't know.
You should have a little more energy. You're acting like goddamn AJ Soprano there. You don't have any energy behind your fucking.
No, I want it to sound like that. I'm doing that on purpose.
Okay.
Like I'm unthrilled. Like, today.
That's what it sounds like.
But I want to. Oh shit! You made me forget what I was gonna say. Damn it! I do this shit all the time.
I can't
remember. I can't remember what the hell I was going for, but I like doing it. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. I don't know how to use that CapCut. Like, I downloaded it. It's on my phone, and I looked at it, and I'm like, what the hell is all this shit?
There's a lot there. It's not that difficult to use, but there's a lot to sort through and figure out.
So just fiddle with it.
Yeah, it's not that hard. I can show you next time I see you.
Okay, cool.
But it's not super hard, but there is a lot of shit that you have to deal with.
Right. Yeah, my TikToks are so plain Jane. It's just like, I can't believe anybody's watching these. They're just they're pitiful. But oh well, that's what makes them funny. I think.
It's better than nothing. It's better than no content at all.
And Luke was like, I'm glad you're putting yourself out there.
Well, that's something.
Right.
So how about this Halloween costume you're talking about?
Dude, I think we should do it.
Well, that's all well and good, but you should probably tell people what we're talking about here.
Okay, so I posted on Facebook that I wanted to be 3 stacks, but instead I could be 3 apples. And Dan,
well, first of all, I don't even know what that fucking means.
3 stacks is Andre 3000 from Outkast.
Oh, that's what he's called.
Yeah, 3 stacks.
Okay. Well, hell, then My fucking costume is way easier than that one. Jesus Christ.
Right. But you said, what'd you say, 3 stacks of pancakes?
Yeah, a stack of 3 pancakes,
Yeah.
maybe.
And that was hilarious. Like, I was genius.
I'm glad
And
now that I know what that means, it still fits.
like, I'm trying to figure out, like, how we could, I think that would be funny as shit.
Yeah, I don't think it would be super hard to do. You could do it like, people like wear those barrels and they put them on with suspenders or whatever. You just
Yeah.
kind of make like a barrel with some
A little dab of butter and
with some
some,
pleats or whatever. Yeah, just like
Yeah.
perforations in the side to look like, and then paint it like pancakes. And then, yeah, you could slap a little thing
but I don't
above
think
there.
we have time.
What are you
And
talking about?
where would we go?
Halloween is like a month and a half away.
I know, but where would we go? What would we do?
No, I don't fucking know. I don't want to go anywhere. You could fucking take a cab to McDonald's.
I don't think I'd fit in my wheelchair if I was 3 stacks of pancakes.
Maybe make your wheelchair the pancakes and you just do them.
Oh, they do make costumes with wheelchairs that are really, man, I've seen some cool ones.
Yeah, the best one was when it first came out. That one guy was a tank.
Yeah,
That was years ago.
that would be cool. I don't know. I don't really like Halloween. I never have like dressing up. But when you said that, I thought, I'm down. I'm good. Yeah, let's do that.
I don't think it would be that difficult to make a pancake costume, really.
No, I don't either.
I mean, you could just make it out of cardboard or whatever.
Remember when I was a gold digger
Yeah,
and you were self-absorbed?
yeah. I didn't. That was the last time I went to a goddamn Halloween party
Same.
because what a fucking chore that is, getting out there and interacting with people and got to dress up. Self-absorbed was easy. I just fucking safety pinned a bunch of,
And I ended up scaring a bunch of people.
which, every day for you.
And I'm like, okay, I'm ready to leave. I'm uncomfortable. I'm ready to leave. I done scared a bunch. I actually yelled and screamed because I was sitting underneath the bar.
Because they didn't see you there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could sit out of them. And I'm
Day
like,
in the life of Wendi.
I don't even have a scary outfit on, and I'm still scaring people. This is
You were the best
Yeah.
goddamn parlor trick that's ever been at a Halloween party. You were just a guest.
oh, my self-esteem was in the dumps that night. Like,
I don't know why. It's Halloween. You're supposed to be. If it were a children's party, all right. Then maybe.
did I tell you? Hey, listen, I went to this 3-year-old's birthday party, and when I walked in, this kid started screaming at the top. I had to leave. I had to go outside. They had to get her calmed down, and they had to ease me into the living room and show her that I was harmless. And oh God, I was crying. She was crying. I kept saying, just let me leave, Candy. I was with my friend Candy, and I said, just don't make me go back in there. Please don't make me go back in there.
That's the
And me
best.
and the little 3-year-old are both bawling
Why
because,
haven't you tried to write a joke about this?
I should.
Scaring
But I-
little kids at birthday parties and making them cry is a fucking hilarious premise.
I mean, she screamed. And when she started screaming, I started backing up towards the door because in the whole party, Candy's family was laughing their asses off. And I started crying. I didn't think it was funny. I was traumatized too. Because I've scared kids before, but not at that level. Like this little girl she was climbing up her mom, screaming, crying, trying to get her mom to pick her up.
You didn't know this girl?
No, I'd never met her. Never met the little girl before.
They just drug you to the fucking party and thought it was going to be just a treat, like having a clown party. Little kids scared of clowns. Well, guess what?
It was so bad. I was so mad at Candy for taking. I was like, why? This is not funny to me. This is
And that doesn't happen frequently. Usually little kids,
like,
you're on their level. Yeah, you're a
yeah,
kindred spirit.
but they either, well, some of them are scared of me, and then after I'm around them for about 5 minutes, they love me. But this little girl, she wasn't having it. She would not get nowhere near me. She quit screaming after about a half an hour, but she wouldn't get nowhere near me. They give me candy and tried to get me to give her candy. She was not having it.
Listen, it sounds to me like you were really missing the point there. People are giving you candy, you fucking eat the candy and say hand
Fuck
over
them
cylinder.
kids.
Yeah,
Fuck them kids.
just keep eating the candy and fuck those kids.
Yeah, I'll have to write a joke about that. But yeah,
Gonna keep going. Goddamn right.
it was bad. It was so bad.
Would you, this is a big topic not too long ago. Would you rather meet a man or a bear in the woods? If you were alone in the woods, would you rather meet a man or a bear? And this is a test too, by the way. There's not really a wrong answer, but it's still a fucking test.
A man or a bear? I would rather meet a man in the woods.
Why?
Because a man you could communicate with, and a bear you cannot.
Well, I was gonna go with you need to meet a man because you got to have somebody carry you the fuck out of the woods. What are you gonna do? Walk? Fucking.
Right.
You got to get right. I think you need somebody to fucking carry you. You better be. Goddamn it. Unless you're riding that bear as you throw a goddamn saddle on that.
No, I would be.
Come here, bear. I'm hopping on. And here comes fucking Wendy riding up to the lodge on a goddamn grizzly.
No, bears are mean, dude. They will rip you to shreds. I don't want to meet a bear in the woods. No.
I mean, you know the concept behind that, right? That whole debate.
No.
What the fuck are you talking about? You
What's
you don't know this whole man or bear thing?
I mean, I've seen it on social media and shit, but what's the whole? Why was everybody?
Well, because all these women say they would rather meet a bear in the woods because the bear isn't going to sexually assault them. If they meet a man in the woods, they're probably getting sexually assaulted. It's just a whole fucking thing. Trying to bring attention to the idea that men are rapists. They're attacking women.
I have a real hard time with that kind of shit because, I mean, don't get me wrong. I sympathize. I'm empathetic with women that have been, through stuff, myself included. But I cannot stand men bashing or women bashing. I think we're all human beings, and both sides can be bad and ridiculous and assholes because women sexually assault men just as much. Like, not maybe, I don't know,
Not
but
just as much.
there's women out there that do shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's not just always. Bill Burr talked about a woman making him feel a certain type of way at a show when she flipped him in his dick. Remember? Did you see that?
Yeah. When he was walking, it was a comedian. He was
Yeah,
walking off stage.
yeah. And I mean, that's not as bad as, other things, but it made him feel some type of way and he didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? So I hate when all these women just man bash. It gets on my nerves.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, but gotta let that shit roll off your shoulders, you know.
Well, I mean, I do, but I'm just saying my opinion on that whole bear versus man thing. Like, that's ridiculous.
Luke, speaking of Luke again, he posted a video, and it was a funny video where he was making charts and shit about bears on the wall, and Luke's got a lot of traction on social media or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I commented on his, and his final take was not for the same reasons, but his final take was that you should want to meet a bear in the woods. That's the choice that they should be making, but it was for a different reason. I commented on there. He gave all these examples of different bears or whatever, but he was forgetting about the example I gave was like the least common type. There's like 100 of these bears in the world that you would never meet anywhere. They call it a ghost bear. And so I started talking about the Ghostbusters, and I went into this whole fucking long rant about this bear, and you don't want to meet this ghost bear in the woods.
Yeah.
It was clearly a joke. And I bet he posted this video 3 or 4 months ago. And still, almost every day, I get women, tagging me and commenting on my post. I've had, there are probably 400 people have liked my comment. And then there are probably 100 to 200 comments below my comment. Just women who don't understand jokes, and they're just bashing me. And some of them are fine. Some of them will say something funny or make an actual point, like talking about facts about that specific bear or whatever. But most of them are just women who are talking about sexual assault and how I don't understand and all this shit. And I'm like, yeah, well, I don't respond to any of them. I don't react to any. I don't give a fuck what they have to say. They're welcome to their opinion. They just keep going and doing their thing. I don't give a fuck. But
right, but that's wild that they'll still comment.
Yeah, and every once in a while, it's like the video makes a resurgence, and there'll be I'll get like 10 or 12 women tagging me in it. And anytime I get a notification that someone mentioned me in a comment that I don't know, I know exactly who it is. And I know exactly where that, if I click on it, I know exactly where it's going.
Wow. It's crazy. I'm probably going to get some, I don't know, I'll probably get some comments on my take on the bear man thing and man bashing. There'll probably be some women that'll have something to say, though. Maybe not, but that's my stance.
Yeah, fuck them.
Fuck it.
It doesn't matter. Would you rather get on if you made a post on social media, like a joke, like that fucking 3 Stacks post that you made? Obviously a joke post, right?
Yeah, where did I go? My thing's black.
Yeah, I think you probably just shut your camera off. I can hear you, but you're just kind of sitting there.
How do I turn my camera back on? It don't say I turned it off.
There's a goddamn way. At the bottom, there's a stop cam button. There's probably a start cam button. There. Oh, you stopped it.
What the fuck did I do wrong?
Goddamn Wendy over here, fucking shit up.
Press Control E.
That stops it, and then you should be able to start it. But that doesn't seem to be the issue because you're stopping and starting over and over.
Okay, do you want me to just talk?
Yeah, it's fine. We don't have too much longer. Probably.
Okay, I don't know what the hell is happening right now, but.
So what I was getting at, you made that joke post earlier. Would you rather, on that post, get straight 25 laugh emoji reactions or 50 like reactions? Did you hear me?
Yeah, what? My computer's acting retarded. I didn't mean. I don't like using that word. Anyway, my computer's acting stupid. But which post? I want people to respond how they want to respond.
Not fucking me. You better give me that goddamn laugh reaction to my fucking hilarious jokes. Goddamn it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get
the shit out of me. I'll get 20 laugh reactions, and then one motherfucker will go on there and give me a thumbs up. Like, what are we doing here? What is happening?
Yeah.
This is goddamn hilarious. Don't give me a fucking
straight line of laughs, and then you'll have a like,
Yeah.
and you're like, you just threw off my
You
momentum.
ruined everything, you cocksucker. What the fuck
Yeah.
is happening here? And everything helps the algorithm or whatever, but goddamn it, fuck that shit. All right. Wendy's all fucked up here. Tell us what you got coming up. You got anything coming up?
A show with you Saturday.
This Saturday, maybe. If anybody buys any goddamn tickets to that show,
Are you serious?
we'll have a show, but they're still not selling, and we're going to need to sell some tickets to have a show out there. Listen, guys, we're in it. It seems like it's in Springfield. It's just outside of Springfield. Don't let the Haitians scare you. Nobody's going to be eating pets at our show or anywhere in the vicinity. None of that's going on. Clifton, it's by the Clifton Mill. It's a nice little wooded, secluded area. Come out and enjoy yourself. You can bring a 6-pack, you can bring a 12-pack, bring a goddamn case. I don't give a shit. You can come stay as long as you want.
It'll be fun.
We got to sell some tickets to this show. Nate motherfucking Washington on that show with us. Matthew Zane
Right?
coming out. We're gonna have a good time if we can sell some tickets to that show. The 21st of September, 2024. Go get your tickets. Check it out on our social media, Facebook or whatever. The ticket link is on Eventbrite. You can do it, guys. We have faith in you. We can make this
Yes, we do.
great
Come
show.
see us.
We
Let's
can
hang
make
out.
this fucking show. Don't be like Wendy, just sitting there not moving.
I don't know what's happening.
Just get out and enjoy some company. What else do you have? Anything coming up?
I think the 28th, I have the Don't Tell show.
You keep
And-
fucking telling. I don't know how many times you don't tell.
Peyton.
Don't fucking tell. What else you got?
That's it, man. I'm not busy. Like,
All right, I'll probably have a couple shows in there, but October 2nd, I'm at the Attic Comedy Club in Columbus, and October 10th, London State Theater. Jesse Nutt on that show with me, Mike Vanderveen, Emmy Buttrick. We're going to have a good-ass time out there.
oh, Jesse Nutt.
Oh, yeah.
The other Mike Vander, do I know him?
Mike Vanderveen? I bet you do. He's newer.
It sounds familiar.
I mean, he's not new. He's been doing it for 3 or 4
I wish
years.
he didn't live so far away. I'd like to go to the Attic. I love that place.
Well,
It's fun.
we'll work something out. I don't know. All right. Anything else we got?
Nope, I don't have nothing else. I'm
Where
boring.
can people find you on social media?
They can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat.
Nobody does.
Snapchat's fun. I mean, it's boring, kind of, but whatever.
At
I
Wendy
post-
Ferguson, what are your handles there? What are your tags?
Wendy Ferguson.
Wendy Ferguson. W-E. Her name's spelled right there, motherfuckers.
WENDI. Ferguson. FURGUSON.
Don't spell it wrong. Don't be that person. I'm Dan Dean on Facebook, Camouflage Construction on Instagram. If you're into the whole construction thing, Grumpy Dan 3 on TikTok, and I Wish I Was Laughing right here on YouTube. If you guys have any comments, if you have any questions about stand-up comedy, about podcasting, about tractor trailers, about professional wrestling, about pharmaceutical drugs, about succulent plants, about leatherworking, about laundry soap. The look on her face is priceless as I'm giving this list. I'm screen that look. It's paused perfectly. About light bulbs, about propane and propane accessories, about P. Diddy, about dog training, about life in general, guys. Hit us up if you want to be a guest on the podcast or have any suggestions. You know what to do. I wish I was laughing at gmail.com. Everybody take it easy and I'll see you on the next episode.